Don't start things you can't finish.
Hello! Now on this channel, I'm usually telling you with games to get it played. But today I want to talk about a game that I generally want to recommend, but I am really having a hard time saying get it played. And I want to delve a bit more into this. And the game that we are talking about here is Octopath Traveler. Now, Octopath Traveler was originally released exclusively for the Nintendo Switch in 2018, with later ports to the likes of PC, Stadia, and Xbox. So Octopath Traveler is a JRPG. Yes, I know, it's a JRPG again, but I like JRPGs. And it was developed by Square Enix. Now, Octopath Traveler is the first game from Square Enix to incorporate the HD 2D aesthetic. So basically, HD 2D is pixelated sprites with high definition effects. So this gives us the retro feel of the golden age of RPGs, but with a modern twist to it. So a bit about the game. The game is set in the lands of Estera. And in this game, you will be following 8 different characters through their own trials and tribulations. See, that's where the octo part comes in, because octo means 8, like an octopus. And you will follow these characters in a chapter-based format. Now, each character does have a unique job class to them. So, what do I mean by this? So for example, we have the character here, Ulbrich, and his job title is a knight, so he is generally stronger in battle and has a lot of physical attacks. Whilst we have the likes of Therian, who is a thief, so he's got a lot more agility and has special unique skills like steal. Now, with this game replicating an older style of RPG, it does have turn-based combat. Now, there's nothing wrong with the turn-based combat in this game. It is a really good, robust system, and it gives me sort of a Final Fantasy vibe. And also another highlight of the game is the music in this. The music is just spectacular. Now you might be going to yourself, What's this guy's problem about the game? Why is he not recommending it? So I'll tell you the problem that I ran into this game. First of all, and it is quite a common complaint about the game, and it is the grind. Now, for those who don't know what the terminology grind means, let me tell you what it actually means. So grinding in an RPG or a JRPG is essentially building up your character's levels, their stats, to make them better in combat. So as I mentioned previously, you do have 8 different characters, and trying to level them up is a task and a half. They all have their own different ways of battle. So for, as I mentioned before, Ulbrich is a knight, so he's very powerful. You might have a strong character like him who's great in battle. One of the characters I struggled with, and was one of the main reasons I actually came out of the game, was the huntsman character. Now with her, you call upon beasts and enemies that you have captured. So it's essentially like having your own mini Pokemon. But with that, you have to grind to get these monsters, and that is a massive slog. Don't get me wrong, I really did enjoy the game up until this point. The character, the huntsman based character, I just struggled with, and although I tried with the grinding, I just got to a point where I was kept on getting killed in battle. I was losing my patience with it, and it really started to drag down the experience for me. The game does have its fair amount of difficulty spikes. So to counteract these difficulty spikes, you need to grind to make your party stronger. So there's a kind of repeat vicious cycle. And don't get me wrong, Octopath Traveler was very well received with over 3 million copies sold. And round the corner is Octopath Traveler 2, which is getting released on all consoles, so like the PlayStation, the Xbox and the Nintendo Switch. And I think for those who have got Steam Decks, it'll be on PC as well. So what I really hope with Octopath Traveler 2 is that these problems are addressed so the game's not so grindy. And look, if it wasn't for the success of Octopath Traveler, we wouldn't have releases like Live Live or the upcoming Dragon Quest III remake, which is being used in the HD 2D style. But anyway, am I talking nonsense? Have you completed it, or do you agree with what I'm saying? Let me know down below. And please help me grow the channel by liking, sharing and subscribing. But until then, tatty bye.